Today, we're talking squash. There's winter squash, which includes pumpkin and butternut squash. They have a firm, tough skin that helps protect them as they grow in the cooler months. Typically, you do not want to eat the skin of winter squash, with a few exceptions. Acorn squash, for example. How to choose a good winter squash. Hard squash, like a butternut squash, should have a hard skin, free of soft spots with no discoloration. If mold appears on either kind of squash, dispose of it immediately. Tip: make winter squash easier to cut and peel using the microwave. Step 1. Wash squash under running water, dry with a clean towel. Step 2. Carefully poke the squash several times with a fork. Place on a microwave-safe plate or dish. Step 3. Microwave the squash on high for 6 to 8 minutes. Allow it to cool enough to be touched. Step 4. Cut off the top inch of the squash, including the stem. Step 5. Cut the squash in half. Scoop out the seeds with a spoon. Then there's summer squash. Summer squash grow in the warmer months and have softer, tender skin which can be eaten. How to choose a good summer squash. A softer squash like zucchini squash should have firm skin with just a little give, free of wrinkle or discoloration. Squash comes in many flavors and textures. Spaghetti squash is a unique example that produces noodle-like strings of squash that substitute well for spaghetti. Larger squashes are best roasted in the oven, but smaller ones like acorn squash can be easily and quickly cooked in the microwave. Let's take a look at the microwave method. Step 1. Remove the seeds. Step 2. Use a fork to poke through the skin all over. Step 3. Microwave for 10 to 15 minutes with the cut side down. Roasted squash are finished when flesh is tender when poked with a fork. Hopefully, that squashes all the mystery about this delicious vegetable.